Okay, one of the early missions from iWar by Particle Systems, released in 1997, Voodoo 3DFX game, so I'm running it on Zeckensacks .84C glide
suffering at
wrapper.
the hands of indie hostiles, who attack after jumping in at the nearby Lagrange point. We need to reinforce the defense of the outpost, so we are installing one of these. It is, in effect, an artificial asteroid, and it is unmanned. The Gunstar is fitted with multiple automatic cannon. These high-power cannon fire 2 gigawatt particle beam bursts at rapid discharge rates. We use Gunstars to surround a Lagrange point. The firepower is great enough to take out any unwanted incoming ships. Frankly, they are a much more cost-effective way of protecting a Lagrange point than keeping a ship on permanent patrol. A team of engineers is installing a cluster of 4 Gunstars surrounding the problem Lagrange point in the Ross 128 system. While they are offline, the Gunstars are vulnerable to attack. Your mission is to oversee the final installation and activation of these units. You will then assist the engineers in the final installation and live tests. The engineers will need to dock and commission each Gunstar before they will activate. You must defend the location from any attack until all 4 Gunstars are operational. We've had word that the Indies know we're installing new defenses, so be on your guard.
This is the engineering tug Suez calling the Dreadnought. Welcome to the Ross Gateway. And say hello to my boys. The last of the Gunstars arrived only a few hours ago. All the stars have been placed in position and are fully set up. The only thing required now is for me to fit the arming key to them all. It should only take a few minutes. Suez out.
Just reposition myself over the Lagrange point, and Lagrange points are the notional jump points that are used in this game. Reason being that any minute hostiles are going to start flying through that jump gate, and I'll be at a significant advantage from this position. What I'm doing now is making some minor alterations to the power systems on my ship so that I get a bit of extra firepower, basically. The game does an excellent job of pseudo-simulating what the damage control systems would be like on a medium-sized ship like this. You can see which systems are down or damaged and prioritise which ones you want repairing.
To the point. ND markings.
This is the Suez. We're moving on to the second Gunstar.
As you can see, taking that position over the Lagrange point really works. It allows you to get first shot drop on any opponents who come through the jump point. Now I'll just reposition myself again for the next crew who come through. Just check temperature, because one of the changes that I made to the power systems can result in some rather unpleasant overheating. If not controlled, it can blow your ship up. No doubt some of you are wondering about the wireframe ship. Essentially what we're in is the padlock view of this game. It's a little better than the traditional padlock view, because having the wireframe ship you can see exactly where you are, exactly what your orientation is to any vessels that you lock
Two
to.
contacts. ND Patcoms.
Here we go again.
This is the Suez. We're staying put until you can make things safer for us.
Okay, I've got incoming missiles. They're spoofed them with a decoy. Now turning on my opponent. Got floundering for speed a little bit. Oh, he's screwed. So you can see on the left hand side of each target is the range, and on the right hand side is the hull damage. He's gone.
Second gun star online. We're moving on to the third platform.
Back to the L point. Probably wondering what the red lines are. They're another part of the HUD system. They're intended to show you your velocity vector, essentially. Now I've positioned myself rearwards facing the exit from the L point, and that's because we have two magazines, one rear facing and one forward facing. I'm going to use the rear one to spam these guys with missiles. That'll leave my front magazine unused for later on, and obviously the front magazine's much more useful in a dogfight than the rear one. Into a big fur ball. Got a missile on us, spoofed it with a decoy. Closing on this guy. Not worried too much about the other guys who came through, because a lot of them have been cleaned up by the gun stars after I damaged them with the missiles. That's him done. Turn for my next opponent. Okay, accelerate. Closing on this guy. Hear that scuff sound? Took that on his shield. Not the other shots though. Oh, he's finished.
That's 3 online. One more to go.
You guessed it, back to the L point. Same routine as last time. Orientate myself with rear facing to the exit of the L point so that I can missile spam anyone who comes out with the rear magazine. Save the forward magazine for any tough dogfights later on. You may have noticed round about 6:15, the guy I shot up then, he had a targeting symbology around his rear exhaust. You can target individual ship systems, and targeting the engine's the most effective way of crippling a ship. Takes the shields down too. That clunk is the sound of the engineering team undocking. Means another gun star's online. Oh, here come more Indies. Right, rapidly switch target, give each one a missile. And on the lower right hand side you can see the time on target for each individual missile, which is quite handy at times. Okay, that's brought me lots of attention, but it's got rid of nearly all of them. The only two left ones. I've completed that manoeuvre. Finished those guys off.
All gun stars have been armed and are now online. Thanks for your assistance. If you don't mind, we're getting the heck out of here. Suez out.
Time to use that front magazine we've been saving. Incoming missiles, smooth. Quite a few Indies here. Gotta be careful when you're dealing with multiple opponents. You have two shields essentially, an upper shield and a lower shield. Each shield can target one opponent, but any other opponent who fire at you just get a free shot, no shields effect. So in a situation where you're dealing with a lot of opponents, it's quite easy to get cut to bits if you're not careful. Whoa, where did he come from? He must be damaged, he's just taking shot after shot on his hull. And he's gone.
This is the Commonwealth
The jump point is clear.
Calling the Dreadnought. You boys seen a little action, eh? You can stand down now. The professionals have arrived.
What a condescending arsehole. Nowhere near as nice to deal with as a nice southern engineer.
It was the first time I encountered the Indies in serious numbers, and I came out of it pretty well. But anyone could see that the war was hotting up.
Recommend this sim for anyone who likes simulation. Give it a go. You'll be surprised at its depth.